Being a skinny guy is honestly one of the most frustrating experiences when you're trying to build muscle. You start eating more food, forcing down shakes, going to the gym consistently, and training for months, but somehow you still look weak. Your arms still look small in a hoodie, your chest disappears in a t-shirt, and people still call you skinny like none of your effort even matters. Meanwhile, another guy trains for 6 months and suddenly looks huge. That's when most hard gainers start thinking their genetics are broken. But the truth is, most skinny guys don't stay skinny because of genetics. They stay skinny because they're making the same mistakes over and over again without realizing it. And one of those mistakes is probably destroying your progress right now. If you're naturally skinny, you already know the feeling. You eat until you feel sick, you try bulking, you gain weight, but somehow you still don't look muscular. You just look slightly bigger, maybe softer, maybe bloated, but not strong, not athletic, not powerful. And mentally, that destroys you because nobody talks about how frustrating it is to work hard and still feel invisible. You start comparing yourself to bigger guys in the gym and wondering what you're doing wrong. But here's the brutal truth most hard gainers never hear. Bulking alone does not build a muscular body. That's where most skinny guys fail. A lot of hard gainers think that if they just eat more food, they'll eventually become jacked. But there's a massive difference between gaining weight and building muscle. Anybody can gain weight by eating junk food every day. But muscle is expensive for the body to build. Your body only builds muscle when you actually give it a reason to grow. And most skinny guys never do that properly. That's why they bulk for years and still look average. One of the biggest mistakes is dirty bulking. So many skinny guys here. Just eat everything, bro. And suddenly they're eating pizza, fast food, chips, sugary shakes, and thousands of calories every day. The scale goes up, but their physique barely changes because most of that weight is fat, bloating, and water retention. Instead of looking lean and muscular, they just look puffy. If your stomach is growing faster than your shoulders, you're not building a powerful physique. You're just getting fat slowly. And even skinny guys who eat clean still struggle because most of them don't train with enough intensity. This is the part people hate hearing. Most hard gainers do not actually train hard. They train comfortably. They go through the motions, do a few curls, a few machine exercises, chase a small pump, and go home. But muscles grow from tension, effort, and progressive overload. Your body needs a reason to adapt. If you're lifting the same weights for months and your workouts feel easy every session, why would your body change? Social media made this even worse because now skinny guys copy influencer workouts with 20 different exercises instead of mastering the basics. You don't need some fancy scientific workout routine. You need heavy compound lifts, progression, consistency, and intensity. That's what actually builds muscle. But there's another problem nobody wants to talk about: lifestyle. You cannot build a strong masculine body with weak daily habits. Think about how most guys live today. Sleeping at 2 a.m., scrolling social media for hours, gaming all night, eating processed food, getting no sunlight, and barely moving outside the gym. Then they wonder why their energy is low, their recovery sucks, and their physique never changes. Your testosterone affects muscle growth, recovery, confidence, motivation, and drive. You don't need to become some extreme, alpha male, guy online, but you do need habits that support your hormones instead of destroying them. Sleep properly. Lift hard. Eat real food. Get sunlight. Move your body. Because a lot of skinny guys aren't just underweight. They're under-recovered, under-disciplined, and mentally stuck. And honestly, that mental side is the biggest trap of all. A lot of skinny guys become emotionally attached to the idea that they're just naturally skinny. So they quit too early. They stay inconsistent. They expect insane transformations in 2 months, and when that doesn't happen, they give up and restart everything again. But natural muscle building is slow. Slow does not mean impossible. Most impressive physiques are built through years of consistency, not motivation, hacks, or magical genetics. The hard gainer who stays disciplined for 12 straight months will look completely different from the guy who keeps restarting every few weeks. If you actually want to stop looking skinny, the formula is simple. Train hard with progressive overload. Eat enough protein in a controlled calorie surplus instead of dirty bulking. Recover properly with quality sleep and lower stress. And most importantly, stay consistent long enough for your body to adapt. That's the part nobody wants to hear because everybody wants fast results. But your body changes when your habits change permanently. And once that transformation starts, everything changes. Not just your physique, but your confidence too. People think building muscle is only about appearance, but it's deeper than that. When a skinny guy finally builds muscle, he walks differently, speaks differently, and feels different. There's more confidence, more presence, more self-respect. You stop hiding in oversized hoodies. You stop feeling invisible. And the craziest part is that most skinny guys are only a few disciplined habits away from becoming completely different versions of themselves. That's what makes this powerful. Not just the muscles, the transformation behind them. So if you're a skinny guy watching this, understand something clearly. You are not doomed by genetics. You do not need perfect hormones or some secret workout plan. What you need is discipline, intensity, recovery, and consistency for long enough to let your body transform. Because the real problem isn't being skinny. The real problem is staying stuck there.